Do I get to say it? Do I get to say? I get to say the 2 words. Yes.
Hold on to your glittery hats, Swifties and NFL fans, because the Taylor-Travis saga is officially reaching epic levels. First up, everyone's buzzing over Opalite, Taylor's upcoming track, which insiders say is basically a love letter to Travis Kelce. Birthday opals, hints dropped on podcasts, and sparkly rings that could blind a small village. And speaking of bling, Taylor's appearance on Travis's New Heights podcast had jaws on the floor.
Are you ready for it? Making your podcasting debut, the most aggressive guest in the history of shows, Taylor Swift!
Then she took the celebration to Casa Cipriani, indulging in vanilla meringue cake with friends like a true VIP. Kylie Kelce even had to laugh off Taylor smashing her New Heights record, while Taylor's PDA-heavy gestures toward Travis turned the episode into a chemistry masterclass.
This podcast has done a lot for me. I owe a lot to this podcast. This podcast got me a boyfriend ever since Travis decided to use it as his personal dating app about 2 years ago. So,
Meanwhile, Chiefs coach Andy Reid stayed tight-lipped on engagement rumors, leaving fans to swoon, speculate, and obsess all at once.
Well, there are a few I can't tell. But
come on.
The Swiftie detective work on Taylor's new album is already in full throttle, and Opalite might just be the juiciest breadcrumb of all. Fans got their claws into the track list for The Life of a Showgirl the moment it dropped, and the third song, Opalite, is already sending the internet into a frenzy. Naturally, the hot gossip is that it's about her beau Travis Kelce because, come on, what else could it be? Insiders say the hints are just too obvious to ignore. First off, there's the birthday connection. Kelce's born in October, making Opal his official bling, and Taylor's track is dropping 2 days before his birthday. Coincidence? Swifties aren't buying it. They've been tracing her Opal obsession for a while, from rocking massive opal and diamond hoop earrings at the AFC Championship game to flashing a jaw-dropping opal ring with a halo of blue topaz at her own birthday party. Yeah, that ring wasn't Kelce. Turns out her friend Kaylee Sperry whipped it up, mixing both Taylor and Travis's birthstones into a gem big enough to make you go, whoa!
This is unreal, Kelly. Opal and blue topaz.
Happy birthday.
You really, I mean, this is like a present for Elizabeth Taylor, not me.
You're my Elizabeth Taylor.
Gem experts are saying it could be 20 carats and worth around $10,000. No biggie, just casual sparkle. Of course, Taylor's opal crush isn't new. She's been obsessed since her teenage years. Back in the day, her mom would take her to TJ Maxx just to stare at opal jewelry after a rough school day. She never bought anything, just absorbed the sparkle, and apparently it stuck. Fast forward to today, and that little teen obsession has morphed into some major album vibes. Even on Travis and Jason's podcast, she casually dropped the opal line while chatting about the album, proving she's planting these hints like breadcrumbs.
This is my brand new album. It's called The Life of a Showgirl. Right. Track 3, Opalite.
Opalite.
You know what Opalite is, Jason?
Why can we stop asking me?
Okay, I'm done. I'm done asking Jason things.
And insiders note, she even joked all about the Kelce family Libras popping up in October, opal stones shining all around, because subtlety is overrated, right? So yeah, Swifties have basically declared Opalite as the unofficial Kelce tribute before the album even lands. The opal clues, the timing, the giant sparkly jewelry. It's like Taylor is winking at fans and saying, yep, you figured it out. Speaking of winks and breadcrumbs, Taylor didn't just drop hints in her songs, she went full-on fashion bombshell when she stepped onto Travis Kelce's New Heights podcast. And honestly, the internet nearly short-circuited. Pop's ultimate style chameleon showed up in a crisp white blouse paired with a nude-colored skirt that screamed, I just rolled out of Malibu brunch, but still own every red carpet ever. But the real jaw-dropper? Her accessories. A Cartier Santos Demoiselle watch, clocking it at $18,330, and a Panthère de Cartier necklace worth $22,500. Add a Sandy Liang skirt for $625, and you're staring at a casual, cool podcast look valued over $40,000 before you even count the blouse and shoes. Insiders are basically saying, yep, she wore more money than some people make in a year and looked effortless doing it. Fashion analysts have been nerding out over the repeats too. That Cartier necklace isn't brand new. It made its first cameo during a casual New York outing in June 2025, proving Taylor recycles her expensive sparkle like a pro. Same deal with the skirt, which she originally rocked in Malibu while grabbing lunch with Kelce in 2024. And apparently she owns it in gray too. Clearly Taylor has a thing for high-priced staples that scream timeless chic, while still looking like she rolled out of bed 5 minutes ago. The teaser clip from the podcast itself was basically Swift Kelce Chemistry 101. She compliments his blue hoodie. He casually drops a line about it matching his eyes, and the internet collectively melted.
Such a nice color on you.
Yes, I know. It's the color of your eyes, sweetie. That's why we match so well.
We're about to do a podcast.
Sources say fans went nuts over seeing her finally on camera with Travis, since she's never guest starred on the show despite it being his and Jason Kelce's joint playground. Also, Taylor didn't just stop at stealing hearts on the podcast. She took the celebration straight to the nightlife, hitting up Casa Cipriani in NYC like it was her personal playground. Insiders say she rolled in with her longtime bestie Ashley Avignon and Owen Thiel, the guy who's popped up in a bunch of her music videos and apparently still knows how to keep a conversation spicy. The trio reportedly spent the night indulging in the club's legendary vanilla meringue cake while probably plotting world domination with a side of gossip, because obviously, casual nights out with Taylor aren't really casual. Sources note that despite the million-plus fans tuning in to watch her charm Travis Kelce on New Heights, she was chilling like a normal human, chatting away as if no one was live streaming her every word. And get this, she was practically a table away from Mayor Eric Adams, who insiders think was probably trying to figure out if her sparkly mint green and orange album vibe could double as city decor. Taylor's still rocking her Casa membership like a pro, even after the drama back in 2023, when photos of her and Maddie Healy leaked and had everyone gossiping. Apparently, French blondes and VIP vibes are worth sticking around for. Party sources say the energy was a mix of chic insider vibes and total celebrity whimsy, with Swift proving she can dominate a podcast, own a look worth more than most cars, and then casually celebrate like she's just popping by for dessert. Add in the fact that Owen Thiel was there, possibly providing commentary on the podcast's flirty moments, and you've got a scene that's part music industry mixer, part fashion runway, and part elite dessert club. Even the staff reportedly couldn't believe the sight. Taylor Swift, casually navigating a members-only club, laughing with friends, and still managing to radiate that pop star magic glow. Nights like these, where she blends normal hangouts with over-the-top celeb energy, are basically her blueprint for staying unbothered while the world is obsessing over her every move. And just when you thought Taylor had maxed out her hype points for the week, she broke the internet in a way that even her boyfriend's family couldn't ignore. Yep, she dethroned Kylie Kelce on New Heights. Insiders are still buzzing about it. Taylor's debut episode didn't just do well, it absolutely demolished the previous record Kylie set back in September 2023. We're talking 9.7 million views in under a day, shattering Kylie's 8.6 million milestone like it was a glass slipper at a fairy tale brawl. Sources say Kylie was gracious about it, basically laughing off being knocked from her throne while still sipping that podcast host energy like a pro. Apparently, Kylie had a whole spiel ready for her own podcast, Not Gonna Lie, basically tipping her hat to Taylor's takeover while throwing in that classic sass like, yeah, you got me and it's kind of amazing. Insiders note she found it hilarious watching the internet implode over Swift's appearance. Streams, screenshots, fan freakouts, the works. It was like watching a perfectly choreographed chaos, and she was here for it, queen energy intact. Even the Kelce bros couldn't help but join the fun. Jason tossed in a playful jab about Kylie's reign, and Travis had to remind everyone, don't you dare throw my sister-in-law under the bus, which of course made the whole moment extra juicy. Sources say Taylor was laughing along, clearly enjoying her new unofficial crown as the podcast conqueror, but not in a mean girl way, more like a charming, sparkly glove takeover that no one could argue with. Meanwhile, Taylor also casually reminded everyone she's a master of the subtle but not so subtle romantic PDA, turning her New Heights podcast appearance into a masterclass in couple goals. Insiders are still buzzing about her gestures toward Travis Kelce. Think thigh-touching, chin-grabbing, and gushes like, you're so handsome flying faster than a football pass. Apparently, these two weren't just talking albums. They were basically performing a synchronized chemistry routine that had fans squealing in real time. Body language nerds are losing it over this. One expert broke it down, saying Taylor and Travis are both majorly dominant personalities, but somehow their dominance doesn't clash. It vibes. They're matching and mirroring like pros, sharing gestures, leaning in, adjusting posture, all the secret signals of a couple who's both fierce and in sync. Another pro pointed out Taylor's history of public PDAs, like that Singapore moment in March, noting how she tends to take the lead in showing affection, pressing close, clutching arms, chin tilted just so, as if saying, yeah, I'm here and I'm not holding back. Sources note that the podcast throwback to their first flirtations 2 years ago only added layers to the fan frenzy. Insiders say every subtle lean, every playful touch, and every sparkly grin on camera feels like a calculated yet effortless reminder. Taylor's not just reclaiming her masters or dropping albums, she's also casually schooling the world in romantic dominance, podcast edition. The rumor mill hit full throttle. Engagement whispers started swirling faster than Travis can haul in a touchdown. Chiefs coach Andy Reid stepped in like the ultimate dad at a sleepover, smiling, chuckling, and doing that classic no comment but I see you thing when asked about wedding bells. Reid had teased about telling stories at a potential Kelce Swift wedding last week, but this time he went all secret agent mode, dodging questions with a grin and a shake of the head, basically saying, yeah, I could spill, but nope, not today.
You're at the wedding, you're giving the best man speech, or you're giving a speech at the wedding. What's the one Travis Kelce story you want to tell to make sure everybody knows?
Ooh. Well, there are a few I can't tell. But
come on. Sure you can.
There are a lot of great stories, but I mean, he's done so many good things. All the things he does off the field that people don't know about, just helping people out, and he's got a big heart that way, and I appreciate that the most.
Insiders are buzzing that Kelce might have whispered some hush-hush instructions to his coach after last week's playful banter because, keeping Taylor's sparkle-filled romance off the field requires strategy. Meanwhile, the New Heights episode had already smashed the internet with 1.3 million fans tuning in live, basically the online equivalent of a stadium collapse. Every handhold, head kiss, and side hug Taylor dished out had Swifties clutching their pearls, gasping, and tweeting in all caps. Watching them was like witnessing a rom-com in HD, only with more bling and football stats. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.